to the beloved of YASHAYA the Christ, the true son of AHAYAH. I want to talk to us about YASHAYA the Christ, the true son of AHAYAH. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, the true Son of God. And I refer to the book of Colossians, chapter 1, verse 15 to 18. These are the attributes Paul spoke about YASHAYA the Christ. Let's hear his word, the word of AHAYAH. Verse 15. He is the image of the invisible God, or invisible AHAYAH, the firstborn over all creation. For by him all things were created, that are in heaven and that are on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created through him and for him. And he is before all things, and in him all things consist. Verse 18. And he is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he may have the preeminence. Amen. May AHAYAH bless his words. I want us to break it down. Verse 15 says, YASHAYAH is the image of the invisible AHAYAH. What does that mean? Has anyone seen AHAYAH? Even we talk about Moses, that Moses saw, he didn't see AHAYAH, he saw the glory of AHAYAH. For anyone that sees AHAYAH will die. Even Enoch, that was even taken out of this world and brought in the presence of AHAYAH, was clothed in glory. So YASHAYAH came in the form that we can behold AHAYAH in him. The image of the invisible AHAYAH. And he is the firstborn over all creation. Yes, YASHAYAH is the firstborn over all creation, not just humans, as in over all creation. All that he is the firstborn over all that AHAYAH created. And it says, for by him all things were created. Yes, by him, that are in heaven and that are on earth, visible and invisible. By him, by YASHAYAH, all things were created. Whether it was thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. Remember we spoke about the rulers of darkness. We spoke about principalities, powers, rulers of darkness, spiritual hosts of wickedness in high places. All these were created by YASHAYAH. And they were all created through him and for him. YASHAYAH is before all things. And YASHAYAH all things consist. YASHAYAH is the head of the body, the church. There is no other head though of the church except YASHAYAH. Let's not be deceived by anyone saying they are the head of the church. YASHAYAH is the only head of the church and is the head of the body. YASHAYAH is the beginning. He is in the beginning and he is in the end. He knows what will happen. He knows what has happened and he knows what is going to happen again. And he knows what is happening presently. And he is the firstborn from the dead. Yes. Yes, we talk about, we can say Lazarus came from the dead, but YASHAYAH came and he took the keys of Hades. He took the keys from the hands of Hades and death. And he brought the people of AHAYAH out of darkness into light. When he told the thief, and he said, when the thief was like, remember me when you get to your kingdom. He said, today you will meet me in paradise. YASHAYAH was the first to go to paradise. He brought the people of AHAYAH out of darkness into paradise. He was the firstborn from the dead to come into paradise. Then others follow. Lazarus didn't get to paradise, no. He was in the darkness. But Yahshayah brought people from darkness into light. That in all things he may have the preeminence. Yes, he comes before all things. He is the most eminent. Yahshayah is the Christ. And if we go to verse 13, it says, yes, in 13 and 14, it says, AHAYAH has delivered us from the power of darkness and conveyed us into the kingdom of the Son of his love. That is Yahshayah. All these are attributed to Yahshayah. In whom, verse 14 says, in whom we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins. Yes. The only redemption is through the blood of Yahshayah, nothing else. You cannot be forgiven through any other means. Only through the blood of Yahshayah can we be forgiven. Redemption comes through Yahshayah. Forgiveness comes through Yahshayah. That's why Yahshayah said, he is the way, the truth, and the life. And no one comes through the Father except through Yahshayah. There is no other means. It's only through Yahshayah is the preeminence. He comes before all things. And only through him can we reach the Father. He bears the image of AHAYAH. He is the firstborn from the dead. This is Yahshayah, the Christ of Nazareth, the true son of AHAYAH, whom we preach to everyone. May AHAYAH bless his words.